Okay, Brian Scoresby here, Director of the Division of Agriculture. We have Arthur Keyes here, who's former Director of the Division of Agriculture. We're here in Arthur's greenhouse, looking at what he's got going. He's got a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, we got all the right stuff in here.
We got the right stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, the things people like to eat.
Yeah, we do. We have right behind you is our 2023 onion crop, and these were started 1st of April, and we're going to grow them out in here. And of course, this is a weird year, and if this is being recorded, this is 2023 and probably one of the coldest, snowiest years in memory. I've been here since 1972, and this is the coldest, snowiest spring that I've ever that I recall ever happening. And so I anticipate that we will be at least a week behind getting these in the ground. And but they're here and they're growing, they're started, and with all agriculture, you have to move forward and plan on it all working out.
Regardless of the weather,
that's it.
We're still going to grow all of our stuff.
Yeah, a little cold though. It's obviously these aren't going outside until there's no more threat of frost, and this has been one weird, cold, frosty springtime. So, but anyway, onions. We have some onions. We got leeks and cilantro and dill and fennel, and this is our crop, 2023.
We got some tomatoes, some cucumbers over here on the left.
Yep, and so what's going to happen is all these plant starts are going to come out of the greenhouse here in, well, it's May on Monday, but I think they're going to stay in here a little bit longer than normal.
Maybe a week or 10 days.
Maybe into the middle of May, until I can look at the weather app and say, well, there's no chance of frost, and let's hope that's sooner rather than later, but we'll just play that one by ear. Once these are all out, we will put in another row of benches like what's right here behind me, and that's going to go where these plants are at, and then this greenhouse will be full of cucumbers, tomatoes, probably some pickles, maybe some green beans, and quite possibly some zucchini that we'll sell at the farmer's market. And it's going to get quite busy and crowded in here soon.
That's all right. But you grow a lot of stuff in here.
We will produce tens of thousands of pounds out of this greenhouse.
That's awesome.
And that noise you hear, that's the roof opening up, controlling the temperature in here. This used to be a greenhouse that had fans at the end with opening louvers at the other, and it would pull the hot air through to cool it off, and you'd have a breeze in here. And 3 years ago, converted it to a opening roof greenhouse. And so it's got a thermostatically controlled roof vent that just opens an inch at a time to modulate the temperatures and humidity that are in here. So that's what you're hearing. And then the baskets, we've got some baskets over here. I produce tumbling tomato hanging baskets, and people can hang those up in place of flower baskets on their house and have a productive hanging basket, hanging off their porch or whatnot that they can eat and enjoy every
fresh tomatoes right there all the time.
Yeah, hundreds. Those baskets will produce hundreds of tomatoes.
That's awesome.
So that's what's in process here and now.
So someone could buy a basket, have fresh tomatoes without even going to the store or going anywhere.
They could.
Right at home.
They could, yeah, absolutely.
In an apartment.
In an apartment, anywhere, yeah,
anywhere.
Yeah, I have loyal customers that'll buy 6 of those baskets. They'll give them away, they'll hang them, they'll eat them, and they'll come and they'll see me every week and talk to me about all the tomatoes that they're getting off of it. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Now, outside here at the greenhouse, you have all your tractors lined up.
We are in process, yeah.
And you're almost ready for Drive Your Tractor to Work Day.
Yeah, so Monday will be Drive Your Tractor to Work Day. We're going to leave here my farm at 7:30 a.m. A caravan of tractors will go to the purple parking lot at the Alaska Fairgrounds, where we will continue to stage more tractors. And I anticipate there will be a lot of trucks pulling tractors into the fairgrounds parking lot. And we are going to leave at 9 a.m. from the Purple Park parking lot. We'll drive down past Palmer Junior Middle School, through Palmer, down through to Blueberry Avenue, and then around and come back down Main Street. We'll end up at the Pavilion, and there should be an Alaska-grown breakfast provided free of charge to everybody that's there until we run out of food.
Yeah.
So It's an event that's being hosted by the Alaska Farmland Trust, in an effort to keep agriculture alive and raise awareness for farmland here in Alaska. We have a geographically big state, but the amount of farmland we have in this state is actually really modest. Probably the smallest amount of farm ground in the nation, even though we have this huge state. And so, trying to keep that around for generations to come,
right,
I think is incredibly important, and I put a lot of effort into seeing that happen.
Well, and there is ground. I mean, the state sold some ground last summer up in Nenana for farm ground.
Right.
We're going to sell some more next year in 2024.
Okay.
As we further try to expand agriculture production in Alaska.
Okay.
We need willing farmers to come buy that land.
willing young farmers?
Willing farmers to come buy it.
There you go. How many acres did you guys sell last year?
What was there? There was 20, 2,000, 2,500. And then 2024 we'll sell some more. I think it's a little bigger offering, but we're planning that now for next year. So.
Okay. Have they begun clearing? Has any work begun?
No, the people who bought that land they're getting their patents, or not the patents. They're getting their farm plans in order. I've looked at all those, and what they plan to do is varied and different. It's as independent as farmers get. And it'll be fun to see it 5 years from now what they've acquired, what they've created there.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Is there a soil and water conservation district up there?
There is in Fairbanks. They cover that area.
Fairbanks, the soil and water. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're playing a role in those farm plans.
They review those too.
Okay.
I've looked at every one of them.
Okay.
And it's fun to see. But let's go back to Drive Your Tractor to Work Day. That's on Monday here in Palmer.
Yep.
And then on Tuesday, the governor, he signed a proclamation last week at the FFA convention designating Tuesday, May 2nd, as Alaska Agriculture Day.
Right.
So, think of what we can do to celebrate that. At the office, Division of Agriculture, we're having for our office little all Alaskan grown.
Good.
Breakfast.
That's great.
We're going to start at 8 o'clock. Serve each other. Tell about what we have, where we got it, and then we're going to go to work about 9 o'clock.
Good. That's a great plan. I like that plan. I think right now in the grocery stores, for all you viewers, I think there's local cucumbers now available in your Fred Meyers and Safeways, maybe Walmart. I'm not sure, but they are starting to come online. Bell's Nurseries. I've got some in my fridge that I bought from them.
I'll look for them when I'm in there.
Yeah, so it's time to start shopping, for local produce in your grocery stores. And if you don't see it, ask your store managers, where's my local produce? You got the signs up that say I support local. Where's my local produce? So it's really important.
Yep, the hydroponic business is good and deal.
The greenhouse production,
business.
They're controlling the weather at great expense inside.
Yeah, and they can do it all year.
Most of the year,
if they want to.
Yeah. Yes, they can.
Anyway, it's a fun deal. Growing the food, seeing where it comes from, loving it when we eat it, and sharing it with our friends.
And also, just real quick though, I think it's worth mentioning. There's local milk still available. We did lose the local Valley Dairy, but there's still a dairy up at North Pole in Delta, and their milk isn't that available at Three Bears.
It's at Three Bears now.
So Three Bears, go get your local milk. That's some pretty phenomenal milk that they're selling.
My personal thing is I like it better than any other kind in the store. It tastes better. And isn't there a little more cream in there? There is, because of the way he processes it.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing that they've done up there. They got a robot that's milking the cows, right?
They do, and it's the coolest thing. As somebody who grew up in a dairy barn, milking cows, seeing a robot do that job, is cool. It is cool.
I was in the Midwest and had the opportunity years ago to visit a dairy operation and see the very first robot that I had ever seen. And what I saw, and have you visited this dairy up there?
I have several times.
What I saw, and I think people really need to understand this, is that with a robot, the cows are happier. The cows kind of pick their own schedule for getting milked. They can go over and get in queue to go get milked when they want to get milked, rather than on a time clock schedule when the farmer,
when the people's available.
Yeah, when the people are available. And so it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It was the happiest cows I've ever seen. This local milk at Three Bears, it's worth supporting. So I would
local whole milk. They also have chocolate milk flavor.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the kids love the chocolate milk. But it's a really good product. They have yogurt. They're making yogurt out of their product too. Great product. Encourage you to buy it. The $5 challenge, that comes out in force next month, starting in June. But there's no reason someone can't start early.
No, I think
somebody can start
now.
early. I was sharing it with my family, and one of my daughters, she showed me her jug of Alaskan-grown milk, and said, "Dad, I've already started."
Good for her. That's fantastic.
So you can start now. $5 challenge. Just spend $5 of your weekly grocery budget on an Alaskan-grown product.
It'll put millions of dollars back into the local economy.
Yeah.
So.
And all of this product that Arthur's growing, could all easily be sold, and then next year he's going to have to double production because so many people buy Alaskan-grown product.
Oh, you're killing me, Brian. Doubling production. That sounds like so much fun. No, honestly though, obviously if people bought it all, we would grow some more.
Well, I know most of your farm is already full, so to double, that's a big ask. But
it would be a lot of work.
It would. It's hard to double when you're already using all your acreage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
so,
anyway,
are there any questions, John? You're on live. Is there?
No, we've got a few folks watching, but no questions.
All right.
Okay. Well, just fun things, Food is growing. Farmers are working at it now, preparing for the summer. We got Monday, Drive Your Tractor to Work Day. Tuesday, Alaska Agriculture Day. I ask everybody to think of a way to celebrate Alaskan agriculture.
Yeah.
At the office, we're having an Alaskan-grown breakfast for our staff. Do it. You can do it to your home and your family. Prepare an Alaskan-grown meal. See what you can acquire in May of Alaskan-grown product. I think you'd be surprised when you really look what you can do. And then $5 challenge, $5, grocery budget. It's not much out of your weekly budget, and it helps a lot of people, keeps our money here in the state, in Alaska, rotating through the economy to help you, your neighbors, your friends, and the Alaskan farmers.
It's a economic, community, health issue, and so anyway, I'd invite everybody to come join us.
All right, we'll see you next time.